Okay, on Monday, I flew out of Westchester Airport to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I got to Jackson pretty late at night, obviously, because there were two connections. And the next day, I picked up my bike at the bike store, and it was going to rain in the afternoon. That was a Monday. Let's see, it was on Monday, Tuesday. And so I did what he considered a smaller trip, and uh, and that was very nice. So you eventually got caught in a thunderstorm, and the next couple of days were full. And the next videos you'll see will be what we did. The way they have at least 30 miles of bike path, 20 miles goes or more goes to the Grand Teton National Park. And I went up that, and it's not a super slope, so you don't really realize that you're going up. And the park, let's see, what did I do? I went to Jenny Lake, which is a lot of jump off hikes and so forth, but I was afraid of bears and so forth, so I didn't really hike that day. Um, and the next day, I went to Teton Village, which is the opposite way on the bike path. It's also very nice. Well, the village itself isn't super great, but it's interesting. It's got a ski lift and it's got chalets. I came back and I took a detour to the town of Wilson, and then I noticed there was a bike path up Teton Pass. And so you go up that bike path, and then then it seems to end. The road is next to you that goes up over there. And but there is a kind of dirt road, a wide dirt road going to your left. So I went that way, and I ended up at it was sort of a trail, but it was an asphalt trail going up, and it goes all the way to Teton Pass. I talked to two ladies who were taking a walk there with their dogs, and I asked them about bears. Should I worry? And said, well, one said, yeah, there are grizzlies who are in my neighbor's mother grizzly and her cub were in my neighbor's darn it, backyard, and there was a grizzly that chased a moose somewhere nearby. But she showed me this huge container of bear spray, so that was very discouraging. But then the other lady said, "Yeah, I don't think there'll be any bears today." And I went up, and there were people walking their dogs. It just goes up, up, up. And I got to a lake, and then there was just too much snow, so I turned back. But it was very scenic, going down going down, you go really fast. I mean, it's a lot of fun. In fact, it's too fast because I started staring at a sign that had a picture of I wanted to know what the elevation was, and I almost crashed into the sign. Anyways, so that was that day. Then the next day, I took a trip via some roads to a Mormon, which were rather high up, um, past what used to be a Mormon cabin settlement. I took pictures of that. I went into the park, took a hike. The hike was quite nice. A lot of people from countries like Italy and so forth going in there, and you really get some pretty good views of the mountains that way. And then the next day, I only had the morning because I was going to fly back. That was today, as a matter of fact, Saturday. Well, no, that was yesterday. So what happened is I went up with the back end of the National Elk Refuge and up to Curtis Canyon, and that road was kind of muddy and uneven, and but it was still got some really cool outlooks, views, whatever. And I should have kept going. I should have gone to the top, but I misjudged my time. Anyway, I came back to the bike store, returned the bike, um, got luckily the taxi guy was in the vicinity. He took me back to the airport. I took a standby flight, an early standby flight um, to Salt Lake City, and then from Salt Lake City, I found an early flight that I would have missed if I had gone the regular time, which went straight to JFK. because my original flight was going to take me back to Westchester Airport, and first it was going to take me to Atlanta and so forth. So, and eventually I ended up here in the morning, and actually the plane landed almost at midnight, and but anyway, I managed to get here, and the following is various pictures um, and videos that I took. This is near me. I'm going for a morning walk on my first day in Jackson. There's some big mountains over there, but you can't see them. This is a church, and that's a big hill near my hotel. First day I was in Jackson Hole, it was going to rain, so I took sort of just a short bike trip recommended by a guy in the bike store. This is the bike trail, and see there is a view of mountains and stuff. And hopefully tomorrow will be more scenic. Okay, so this is a panorama of the stream. I'm a half hour of cycling out of Jackson, and here we have the Grand Tetons. I just entered the park. Okay, this is let's see, Thursday, which is near the end of my trip. This is I'm taking the bike path toward Teton Village. This is also on the bike path to let me think, to Teton Village and Wilson, the town of Wilson. And this is the road to Teton Pass. The bike store people didn't tell me I could do this, or at least they didn't tell me the reviews. And I'm going to go to Crater Lake now. All right, this is basically the end of it. I'm going to go on to another road, but this was not a fun road. It's very good. Okay, this is the viewpoint of, on top of Curtis Canyon, or at least on their viewpoint. I think actually Curtis Canyon goes up some more. And that was the Elk Refuge, not the Elk Range, sorry. And here we go, back to, this is Curtis Canyon. And you can see there's a view over the entire Elk Range to the Grand Tetons. Well, this is my last day, or half day anyway, in the valley of Jackson Hole, and this is the road that is going to take me to Curtis Canyon, which hopefully will be nice. This is Taggart Lake, which was a short hike from the bike path. It's I'm on a bike route that is not on the bike paths anymore. It was recommended by the bike store guy. He says that basically the road riders like to ride fast, and so that's why they don't like the bike trails so much. This is called Crater Lake, though. Not much of a crater. And I'm still on the bike path going up the hill, which apparently someone said black bears, don't worry about them. And the other one said bring bear spray, so I took the first person's advice. All right, I have finally given in to this slope. I'm going to come back to Jackson, go to the airport and so forth. And you can see part of the reason this is not great traction on this road. And so have to say goodbye to that bicycle and come back to the wonderful world of Irvington, New York. This seems to be the northern terminus of the bike path. It goes to Antelope Road, which goes to that Mormon settlement I showed you.